I think we're screwed.
We will see.
I am pretty sure we are screwed. But then again, people are joining, so it's pretty good. Well, never say that we are not very dedicated to what we do, because we are standing out here in monsoon-like conditions. Well, not really, but considering everything that's going on in New Jersey, this is kind of monsoon-like. Because if I take this umbrella away, we're going to drown. And I'm sure Buckley's not going to be happy that his camera's going to get wet. But he's got the good umbrella, so we're all good. All right. Look at this. Panda Cat is here. Holy cow. My goodness. The Rolly. Yeah, here. The Corona Rolly is on, baby. And I even said Rolly, so hopefully I'm not going to get shot by anything. All right. We are shooting the Buckley Report live from an undisclosed location in war-torn New Jersey. Better than war-torn New York, I have to say. But we are here, and we are taking questions on Instagram and also via text. So let's see what we got. All right, we have Mr. Hung, who just texted, hey, handsome. He is asking me about the current market conditions, and market conditions right now are, as you would probably guess, are not very good at all. We've been seeing some very interesting auctions going off online, not eBay auctions, but online Facebook type auctions where some, relatively expected pricing came up. There was a red sub the other night that, wasn't exactly a prime example, but wound up going off right around 12 grand, which, if you factor in the price of the dial, which was maybe about 6 grand, plus the price of the watch, 5 or 6 grand, it was probably spot on. We've been looking at modern watches too. As you can guess, a lot of people that are normally, big watch customers for big modern, we're talking about Miele, we're talking about Patek, AP. They're kind of sitting on the sidelines right now, just, waiting to see what's going to happen, which is the smart thing to do. There's no reason for anybody to run out right now and try to buy a ceramic Daytona or a Bubba Watson, or a 5980, or any of the big watches that guys have been clamoring for over the last 2 or 3 years. I'm just going to hold this umbrella so that Buck can get a better fix on me. Does anybody have any questions from Instagram? Speak now or die in a bad market, which is probably what a lot of guys are going to do. A lot of new dealers right now are kind of, oh, here we go. My man Faisal. Minus the whole Corona mess, overall vintage market conditions have dropped over the years. See this trend continuing? Of course, it's going to continue. It's been going on now. The vintage market's been soft now for about 2 or 3 months, maybe a little more. There's just been way overpriced stuff going off, like common stuff like 1675 GMTs and 1680s. And I don't care how nice they are. They made a whole lot of those watches. And, there's a lot of them out there. And a lot of the stuff that a lot of the retail sellers are pushing on, unsuspecting people, not unsuspecting, but just uneducated people, are the ones that have, crappy cases, questionable dials, either, with bad loom or marks or chips or, just subpar examples. The perfect pieces, they're still holding thus far. I've seen a lot of good stuff sell over the last few days, but a lot of it is, if you're dealing with customers that have unlimited resources and they're big into collecting and they see a piece pop up that they want, they're going to buy it no matter what the market conditions are. Do we have any questions coming in from Instagram? Anybody else? Yes, no, maybe. I'm going to have to go over here to the phones. All right. Plastic Daytonas. Yeah. Okay. Person over here is asking me about 6263, 6239 Daytonas. And those have been softening up a little bit. I've seen a few of them going off, prime examples going off in the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, which is strong, very strong. So I would tread lightly. Rare spare parts won't drop, in my humble opinion. Rare spare parts never drop. But, you know, when people don't have money, they're going to drop. You're not going to have the pool of buyers that you've had over the last 2 years. Tudor Submariners, still a smart investment. When were Tudor Submariners ever a smart investment? I mean, Tudor Submariners are the silver of watches. Tudor anything is the silver, unless it's a Monte Carlo. Unless you're talking about, even gilt chapter ring, small rose Tudors. I mean, they're just, they're crap watches. I'm sorry. They're a tick above Omega. So you guys know where I stand on that. Anybody else on Insta? Here we go. We're still rolling here. We're 5 minutes in. We haven't drowned yet. I don't hear any thunder, so we're good. What about neo-vintage pieces like 16710 Cokes from the early 90s? 16710 Cokes are, old, that's that old, if you can't afford to buy one of the real vintage pieces, people went on and bought those. And that's the problem, people charged a lot of money for them. And I think, a few years ago, they were $5,000, $6,000 watches. That's where they're going to go. I'm sorry. Gentilorgio. Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't mean to break anybody's heart. There's my most valued friend, Rafik, 9290, baby. He's in there. All right, what do we got? Gregory is here. Beautiful. We are well. I hope you have nice weather out there, too. You must be in France, where everybody's locked in like we are. Any other questions, direct market-related questions? I mean, one of the big things that we really need to discuss is, the Patek market, which is, I don't know. I've seen some very, very interesting, pricing on Patek that I never thought was very realistic, but it's coming down fast. It's coming down fast. The 116600. What's an 116600, for God's sake? Oh, Buckley says, take down my thing. I don't know what that is. It sounds like a no date. If it's a no date at $4,000, okay, doesn't sound terrible. 3,500 sounds better, but I don't know. Hey, my umbrella doesn't close. Hey, I'm just gonna throw it down. I'm throwing it down. Hey, the sun is coming up. Top 3 suggestions on where to put your money, specific models. I always like Daytona. I'm a big Daytona guy. And put your money into vintage, obviously. Any kind of vintage, smaller stuff, Datejusts, always good value, couple $1,000s, you can never get hurt. Should I bother to trade in my 1675 or Sea Dweller if I have to get rid of one? I wouldn't trade in a really nice 1675. The Sea Dweller 4K, they made a lot of them, and there's a lot of hype behind it. 1675s have always been a good watch. I like that. Oh, it's a Sea Dweller. MJR42. Which one is it? It's not a Cameron. It's got to be the regular Sea Dweller. Yeah, Sea Dwellers have always been, the bastard cousin of the Submariner. If they're not a red Sea Dweller, a double red Sea Dweller, I don't think it's worth putting money into. Best of the non-Rolex sleeper models or brands. There are none. If you're not buying Rolex, don't expect to have resale. Unless you're one of these people that believes in Omega or Heuer, which all of you guys are even in worse shape than the Rolex guys right now. Oh, the ceramic bezel, the 40 millimeter ceramic bezel. Yeah, that's a common watch. It's not, ceramic subs are dead and so are Sea Dwellers. What do we got here? What are you laughing at, Faisal? I don't know what you're laughing at. What about the cost for a 16750 transitional? They're holding, but again, there's a lot of them, and if they're not really, really, nice with perfect matte dials and proper inserts and a good case, it's not, I got to put up an umbrella here again because Buckley didn't think about this. Yeah, that's okay. Mark Merber out there in sunny Hawaii. I hate you. I'm butchering your name. Faisal, am I? What did I do to you? I can't believe it. I don't know about butchering it. Yeah, so I don't know about 16.5 750s. They're not exactly, what do you call them? I'm wearing the Corona Gold Oyster Perpetual. What else would I be wearing today in this wonderful time? Boxer or briefs? You're a funny guy, Faisal. You're very funny. I don't want to show you because I might get thrown off Instagram, so we'll have to leave that where it is. Hawaii is getting ready to lock down. I see that. That's not good. We just locked down in New York. Hey, Muman. What's up, buddy? Tom McCarran. I don't know. You guys don't seem to have any really good questions here. You're all asking me the same stuff. I mean, let's go. Do you call it a Buckley dial as well? Some guys call it painted Roman, but I like calling it a Buckley dial. Hi from Dubai. RM, why would anyone buy one? You got me. I have no idea why somebody would spend $100,000 on a carbon fiber or plastic, new, micro brand as far as I'm concerned. I think those are the worst buys ever. This worse than 2008 or no? I don't know. Could it be worse than 2008? I don't know. You guys don't remember 2002. 2002 and 2001 were really bad. 2008, there was opportunity, but this is more like 2001, right after 9/11. Vintage AP Royal Oak, a nice alternative to vintage Rollies. The vintage AP market is a strong market, but again, I would be really careful buying anything right now. It's not exactly, it's not exactly a liquid watch. You've got to have somebody who really, appreciates it. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really up on those old APs. So, I mean, you guys you're on your own with that. Yeah, I hear you. Here he is. James Jocelyn is in the house. Look at you. Who else do we have over here? We've got another 5-7 minutes left. Let's see, 1680 Mark II meters first, price. Which one, mine? No, that one's not for sale. I think I'm going to get hammered on that. You can PM me if you want and see how cheap this guy's going to let it go. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. AP is a one-trick pony. Yeah, but AP, I mean, I'd rather AP right now than some of the modern Rolex that we've got over here. I mean, AP's got a pretty strong following, but it's one of those things where, it's trading seats on the Titanic. What are you going to do? Plastic Daytona is back at 20 to 25. I don't know what that means. Plastic Daytona is back at 2025. Back at 25,000? No, definitely not yet. Unless they have a multitude of issues. They're still out there. They're still there, but they're softening. My feeling on Oyster Quartz is they're good watches if you could buy them between $2,000 and $3,000, unless they are really special. Will this flush out the small time dealers? Hopefully. Hopefully it will. Yeah, that's what we like this. We love watching this because they're all believing the hype, which we don't, because we've seen it all come apart. Will the modern Rolex resale market continue as it has been? Of course. Give it time, and it'll always come back strong. Asia market is strong. Been moving watches to a lot of clients buying up there. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. Asia's buying. They're not afraid of this stuff. They're not getting the hype, I think, that the media is pushing on everybody. So who knows? But let me stay off that tip right now. Theo and Harris, my boy Christian is in the house. Look at you. All right, here we go. Anybody else? Would you say that this is the best looking young? Who would you say is the best looking young vintage retailer? Oh, you definitely. Come on. You or Faisal? Okay, well, Faisal's not as young as you are, so I'm going to go with you. I'll take you, Christian. Poor Faisal. Oh, my God. Brothers in time, my people over there. What's happening, people? Again, we are maybe 3 to 5 minutes out from finishing this up. Yeah, you have great hair, I have to say. My hair is dogged. Best 30 under 30. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but I'm hoping that it means something good. Let's see. All good, my friend. Stay safe out there. Stay safe in the UK. We are still accepting questions. Let me see if anybody's, come on here, everybody's on Instagram. Let's see. No, we're not going to answer that. That's not what we answer. Let's see. You and Orchie talking? No, Orchie won't speak to me. I don't know why. I think he's all upset because he lost a lot of money in the stock market. So that shows you what kind of how smart he was. Well, God bless him. I hope he's okay. I don't wish him any bad. We don't wish anybody bad over here. And if he unblocks me, I will certainly speak with him. What else do we have going on over? My favorite dealer to grab a drink with. There's only one dealer to grab a drink with, Carl Cohen, because he and I both, we don't drink. So we're perfect. We'll grab a, a cayenne shot, a cayenne and ginger shot, and hopefully that'll kill the Corona. I have a Corona strap on here too, Christian. I'm going to need a strap because this strap is a mess. It's really bad. Tea is great. I love tea. I'll grab one with you, Mr. Gray and Patina. If we ever get out of lockdown, it'll be great. Buckley, do you have any questions for us over here, being that you're shooting? You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, Buckley has really good hair too, so he certainly didn't get it from me. That's right, baby. That's us. Where are we now? Hold on. Mr. Bosque, I will contact you right after this. I will show you. We are still, we're still going to wait. This is really early on, people. And no, young Buckley is running for the hills from the watch business, as he should, because there's not going to be a watch business soon. He's going to be taking pictures of all of us jumping off buildings and slitting our wrists as this goes on, if it goes on any longer than it has to. I think if this goes on any longer than 2 or 3 months, I mean 2 or 3 months, we're definitely going to see a real across the board hit. And it's already started. But I really think that, if it doesn't get straightened out, we're going to have problems. Thoughts on Superdomes? Okay, would you put a 50-year-old vintage crystal on your fine quality $40,000 or $50,000 watch and expect it to perform? I say no. Even though I sell them, I tell people do not expect them to perform as, you can. Some of them do, and I know guys that have gone on planes and seen them pop, and, you're screwed. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Netflix must have gone down in San Francisco. Oh my God. And Popeye's Chicken must have not be delivering on Uber Eats. What up, E? We're here. How do I feel about birth year watches? You know that. I don't sell people birth year watches. Netflix is fine. I'm glad. I'm really glad. What's up, buddy? How you doing over there? Crazy stuff since we spoke last night, but New York is locked down too now. So we're out here in the backyard. Buckley and I are 5.5 feet apart from each other, so we're good. And it's kind of, it is what it is. We're here. Talk for a minute about modern modded Rolexes like Bamford, Tempson, Artisans. I don't know. Why should we talk about them? They're going to get hammered. They're going to get Bamford especially because the quality on them is just atrocious. I've seen a couple of those other ones, and they're just, modded watches, they're just not, I wouldn't put any real stock in them. I wouldn't hold them, to keep going up or even hold their value in a bad time. I'm well. Fabrizio, how are you, my friend? I saw you on the group chat. It's good to see you. How did I get into selling watches? Well, I can't sing or dance, so that's why I sell watches. I have no other skills. What's up, buddy? It's good to see you. So what I'm going to say to you all is we're going to come back in a couple of days, and hopefully we're going to have a vintage UG. What's that? I don't even know what a UG is. We're in war-torn New Jersey here. You guys got to keep it simple for me. What I was saying was we've got another 2 minutes left, and what I want to say to all of you is to tread lightly, buy really, really carefully. Top shelf stuff is still going to sell. Universal Geneve, hell no. Run. Top shelf stuff, perfect quality stuff always sells because there's always a buyer that wants it. And if you guys are going to get into the discount business, you better understand the market and really, really, be careful, because you're going to see a lot of guys that got into this in the last 5 years. They're going to be falling. They're going to drop like flies. And that's usually what happens in a down market. And we get to buy up all their scraps. So that's what I like to do. So ladies and gentlemen, be safe out there. Take care of yourselves. And we will be back within the next couple of days, shooting another one of these. Hopefully we'll have a special guest. And be well, people. Later.